Well, the Kano State Police Command has arrested the wife and associate of suspected Chadian terrorist Ahmad Adam Abba, wanted for the killing of 17 people in his home country. Police Commissioner Salman Garba confirmed the arrest, revealing that Abba, who remains at large, planned to establish a terrorist base in Kano. Among those apprehended is another Chadian, Jibrin Mohammed, and a Nigerian. Authorities also recovered improvised explosive devices, IEDs, during the operation. Garba reassured residents that security efforts had been intensified, urging the public to report suspicious activities. Police say investigations are ongoing, with efforts underway to track down Abba and other accomplices. Well, to discuss this, I'm being joined by security expert Inko Taria Ipalibo. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Let's look at this recent findings. What are the security potentials in terms of implication of a wanted terrorist attempting to establish a base in Nigeria, particularly in Kano State?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. The establishment of any terrorist cell in any state of the country would be very disastrous. It will be, the potential implication will be very, very disastrous and should be vehemently resisted. Because once the cell groups are established, or the base, the terrorist base established, the next is to begin to perpetuate crime and then carry out targeted violence against civilians and cause the kind of situation that will make it impossible for that community or that city to thrive economically. So it should be resisted. It should not be allowed.
All right. How significant is the arrest of Abba's associates, and what impact could it have on broader counterterrorism efforts, especially here in Nigeria?
Very significant, because it will give room for the security agencies to extract intelligence that will lead to the eventual arrest of Abba and any other associate that is still at large. So the fact that the security agencies have been able to arrest some of the associates, it's a significant development in the fight against terrorism.
All right. Let me also ask very quickly, what challenges do security agencies face, especially in tracking, apprehending fugitives like Ahmad Adam Abba, especially now that a lot of Nigerians are looking forward to see his posters, his pictures everywhere? Could you expatiate on this?
Well, the porosity of our borders has been a recurring decimal anytime we discuss security issues, particularly in the north. As a country, it has become very difficult for us to control who gains access to this country. The borders are porous, the people entering are not documented. So you cannot trace and track somebody that is not traceable. It's only what is traceable that can be tracked. Now, yes, we have his pictures. That means that it will only be, the lead will only be given, or intelligence will only be given by people who meet him physically. And terrorists do not roam the streets randomly. Even if they have to go out, they plan their movement and they go out in secretive ways that will make it difficult for people to identify them. So having his picture all over is not enough to trace or to track him. We as a country, we need to be very serious with how we control our borders. And then we also need to start documenting, at every entry point, and start using data to coordinate our activities.
Well, you just said start using data to coordinate activities. Can you admit that we still have a lot of problem with collating data, especially our data collations? Look at it from the NIN aspect down to what we have today. And if we're not able to solve that, do you think that we'll be able to solve a broader one, a wider spectrum, where we have to collect data of terrorists and ensure that it's being shared evenly on all security forces front so that they can actually protect our borders? Do you think it's doable?
Well, for me, I am very optimistic that anything good is doable if we will pay the price and give the political will that it requires. It's to have an organized data is not rocket science. There are countries that currently have that problem solved. So if Nigeria wants to solve a data problem, she should put the necessary resources and political will to solving it, because we cannot continue with this circle of it's not possible, it's difficult, and stuff like that. It's high time we take things seriously in this country. You want to fight security, data is vital, data is key. You want to track people, you need data. So the fact that these things are paramount to our peaceful existence, they are crucial to solving security problems. The government should, because of that reason, pay more attention to how we can get it right. It's possible to get data right in Nigeria.
All right, Ahmad Adam Abba, the security forces have his wife now. They also have his associates. If you were to advise security forces, or if you were to take charge, what do you think the next steps would be in order to enable his capture at this moment?
I am very certain that currently they are debriefing, they are getting intelligence from them. They should continue to use whatever strategy that is available to them to extract information from those people, particularly the wife and the associates. If you get the wife and the associate of a terrorist, you are almost as good as getting the terrorist, because even except you do not know how to extract information or intelligence from them, if you know how to get those things from them, you will get it, and then you would plan your operation and execute with precision, and the rest will be history.
All right. Great points, May. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Mr. Palibo, here on News Now.
Thank you for having me.